Hello everyone at PokeMoshPit. Lead Speed here. Who am I? Who are you? Well, actually, for those who don't know who I am Lead Speed. Or, on YouTube, YuseiTheSynchroHero. Now, I didn't always do Wi-Fi battling, but, I did some related stuff. But basically, I've been watching Wi-Fi battles for quite a long time, but I've never actually gotten around to it until later on. I guess I just finally got that drive to get started myself and to have some fun with it, Because that's exactly why I play the game, to do my best and have fun. So that's exactly what I'm going to show you guys with this battle. So anyways, it's going to be a Generation 5 underused match I've had at Elo's live stream against Psycat2598, I believe. And yeah, he's going to lead with Yusei and I'm going to lead with MoshPit. So we're both going to be leading with Pixies. That's just kind of cool, actually, because actually you're going to see later our teams are pretty similar. Similar in, like, the structure, I guess. So, anyways, he goes to Arcanine, predicting my Stealth Rocks or Trick. Whatever he predicted, he got it right. So, yeah, he has a Choice Scarf Arcanine, which is not too big of a deal, but it could be, since he's launched on one move, I can take advantage of that later. So, basically, he goes back to Yusei. I go for the U-turn as he sets up the Reflect. So, yeah, my U-turn's going to do nothing, even though it's Life Orb now, because I got the Life Orb from the Arcanine. So, yeah, that's going to kind of suck, actually. So, anyways, my plan here is to go to Roserade, right? And pretty much go for the Leaf Seed. Now, I keep going for Leaf Seed, predicting him to switch out, but what I should have done, and I guess that was kind of a hindsight at the time, is that I should have went for Spikes. I should have set up Spikes while he set up the screens or whatever else he wanted to set up, because, this Yusei pretty much is setting up all over the place. But I go for Leaf Seed again, predicting he's going to switch out eventually, but I completely forgot that he had a Roserade too. Because guess what? You know why that was? Because apparently my Roserade is the only one that I cared about. Not his, apparently. But yeah, now that he pretty much got it in for free, I'm going to have to switch out to my MoshPit just to kind of scout what kind this is, basically. What kind of Roserade is it? Is it sub-Leaf Seed, sub-3 attacks, Toxic Spikes? It could do quite a lot of things, actually, but I think a lot of the Roserades I've seen are pretty much the bulky ones. Mine is a custom build, I'm not going to get too far into that, because that's Theorymon stuff, But anyways, I go with the Zenith, but he went for another substitute, predicting me to be faster and breaking the sub, I guess, so he can stall me out of Life Orb recoil and stuff like that, but it's not going to work because I'm slower. Or she's slower. Yikes. I got to stop doing that. So, anyways, he brings out Yusei. He's going to go for the U-turn. And I'm going to have MoshPit go for the U-turn as well. So, we are both literally just U-turning all over the place. Because there isn't really much else we can do. I mean, Yusei's already set up the screens. I already set up rocks and tricked. So, I mean, what I guess I could have done is went for Trick again. Give something a Life Orb. But I don't think I really want to do that. I mean, the only thing I want to give a Life Orb to is probably Yusei. I don't really want anything else getting one, basically. So, yeah. Anyways, he grows the Suicune, which is pretty much one of the bulkier pokes of the game. And, it can be pretty problematic if you don't have something for it. But I do have a plan. And it involves my DiGiorno. And, he's not delivering, but he is delivering a Choice Scarf item just for that Suicune. So, yeah, we pretty much trade. He gets a useless scarf, and we get leftovers. Very nice of you to do that, but unfortunately, we can't use the leftovers because I pretty much have to fodder out my DiGiorno. Sad to say, but, maybe sometime later I'll get to do more with him. But, yeah, I go to Registeel knowing that since, this is especially defensive, he can pretty much take Scalds all day and all night. Pretty much 7 days a week, if possible. So, yeah. He gets a burn with the first hit on Scald, so yeah, that kind of sucks. But in the long run, that really didn't matter that much because, I don't know. I mean, I don't think Registeel is as useful in this battle, mainly because he still has Arcanine, and he could just bring that in at any time and pretty much scare me out. So, yeah. Since he wasn't switching out when I went for Seismic Toss, I actually went for Seismic Toss before, just predicting his Roserade. But he didn't, so I get off the Toxic, so now I can wear this thing out. And since he's not switching out, that makes it all the easier to do. So, yeah, I'm going to go to Roserade, who takes that like nothing, a daily job. one would say. I sometimes say that a lot. A daily job. I don't know why. It's weird, but hey, I'm a weird person. Not gonna lie, guys. But anyways, I'm gonna go for the spikes, predicting a switch. Now, in case he did go to Roserade, I didn't go for Leaf Seed again, and plus I think spikes is more beneficial in the long run, just so I can get the extra entry hazards damage. So, yeah. I'm going to go to MoshPit to be Death Water just to see what the Arcanine would lock himself into, and he chooses Flare Blitz, so Respect is going to come out, and this was the perfect time to bring him out. So, yeah, he's going to have to switch out, because I can pretty much set up on him all day and all night long. So, yeah, that would be the case. Well, I would say all day and all night long if it was a Dragon Dance Kendra, but it is not. It is Rain Dance. And in this battle, it's definitely much more useful, in my opinion. Well, especially that my Rotom's gone, so I don't have to worry about Overheat getting weakened by the rain. That's kind of what I usually do. I bring in Kingdra late game or on a perfect moment when they're locked into a fire move or something because he quad resists them. And then, yeah, just set up the rain and just, surf away or Dragon Pulse or whatever. So, yeah, that's pretty much the story there, guys. So, anyways, he fought it out Yusei. Now, I think he should have went to Gallade after he fought it out Suicune, just to scare me out, because I don't know what kind of Gallade this is. I don't want to take an unnecessary hit, and I might want to save my Kingdra for later, just in case I want to set up the rain again against something else. But he goes with Drain Punch, so I'm thinking, alright, so you're bulk up set, I presume? And yeah, that pretty much does. I did not see him go for bulk up, but I'm assuming he has bulk up, because I don't know. I mean, I used to run a weird set back on Pokemon Online with Swords Dance and Drain Punch. I don't know why, but I did run that. So, anyways, he makes a bit of a misplay. Not a huge deal, but, it's just something he could have, I don't know, it's a minor deal, but he went for Shadow Sneak, thinking he could take me out, but I live on 3 HP, and then I get off the Toxic, which I honestly think didn't matter, actually, because I'm going to go to Gallade right here, go for the Cycle Cut. Now, looking at the damage, I possibly could have taken it out with Shadow Sneak. Maybe. I think the Toxic might have guaranteed the KO. Maybe because lefties might have let him survive Shadow Sneak, depending on his EV spread. But, his Gallade's down and mine comes out on top. So, yeah, great work and stuff. So, it's going to bring an Arcanine. I am going to go for another Shadow Sneak because I really don't want to switch out right here because I don't know what he's going to lock himself into. And if he does predict my switch out to Kingdra, then I'm in trouble. So, yeah, he goes for a Wild Charge, predicting my Kingdra to come back in. So, yeah, very good play. But since he did that, I'm going to go to Roserade, who resists the Wild Charge. And I'm going to have her go for the second layer of spikes, knowing that, if he takes himself out with the the Wild Charge recoil or just switches out, I can get a free layer of spikes up. So that's spikes layer number 2. So we're looking pretty good as far as entry hazards go. So yeah, he's going to go back into his Roserade, and I like how all of his nicknames are I love PP. I don't get that. Maybe if you're watching this, dude, maybe you could tell us what that means. I don't know. Or if that's some kind of inside joke or whatever. So yeah, he goes with substitute, predicting me to possibly switch out because I can't do anything to him, but that's where he's incorrect because I go for the Hidden Power Fire, and he's going to go for the Hidden Power Fire, so we're both running Hidden Power Fire. I don't know if maybe he's running Hidden Power Ice. I'm running Hidden Power Fire. I know that for a fact, so yeah. Anyways, he takes me out with a crit, which I don't know if that mattered, actually, because I'm thinking that it's a purely offensive one with substitute, because there's one move that he has that pretty much can say that it's purely offensive because you wouldn't have that kind of move on a purely defensive set, But anyways, I go to Kingdra. I was going to go for the Rain Dance. I really wanted to go for the Rain Dance, but I know that he has enough HP to create a sub, too. So if he predicted me to go for the Rain Dance and he got a free sub up, yeah, that would have been bad, especially if I didn't live this freaking Leaf Storm and stuff like that. Kindra's just boss. I mean, that might have been minimum damage or something, but jeez, that was crazy. Really crazy. I was just like, wow, Kingdra, you're a boss. But anyways, if I had set up the rain, I would have been faster than this Raikou he brings out. And Actually, that was the only poke besides Roserade that I completely forgot that he had. So, yeah, he takes out my character with the Thunderbolt, and I lose. And you might be thinking, what? What happened right there? I don't know. A loss? What is this madness? I don't know. I mean, you know, you can't win them all. I gotta tell you that right now. And this was one of my favorite matches, despite the fact that I lost, mainly because of just our plays and our strategies and our similar team lineup as well. It's kind of interesting. We both have a Gallade. We both have a Roserade. We both have a Pixie as a lead. I have Mesprit. He has Yusei. So we both have like different Pixies. He has the more used Pixie, and I have the less used ones, I guess, in that sense, because Mesprit's RU, and I think Yusei is too, but I think Yusei's being used a lot more often, mainly because it's much bulkier and is much effective at setting up and stuff. Mesprit's like the balance, with it being slower just a bit. But, you know, I can't really complain there. And, yeah, that was a really enjoyable game. Possibly one of my favorite matches I've ever had, because, I don't know, like, this team was kind of randomly built. I had Honchkrow and Heracross on it, but then I took them out to make room for a bit more effective pokes, if one could say that. And because of the way this team is set up, it's meant to kind of get hazards up and force switches all around, pretty much. And yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much the end there. So if you guys enjoyed this battle, maybe you didn't, maybe you did. I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. Am I a mind reader? I don't know. But if you guys liked this battle, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy the battle, if you thought it was terrible or something like that, or it wasn't good enough, then leave a thumbs down. You know, be honest with your opinion, because, you know, because I like people being honest with their opinions. No, I just don't like it. People sound like too douchebaggish about it, you know, like if they're not being helpful at all, then, you know, I'm not going to take those comments at all. So, yeah, leave a constructive feedback about the battle. Could this battle have been better, you know? You know, what misplays do you think was the most vital and stuff like that? Or what do you think of our teams and stuff like that? You know, there's a bunch of stuff you can comment about and stuff like that. So, yeah, subscribe to PokeMoshPit, subscribe to my opponent, subscribe to me if you want. Subscribing to me is completely optional. You don't have to, because the thing is, I'm just one person who does random stuff, narrating Wi-Fi battles or just whatever I just want to do, you know, because it's quite a lot of fun, and I hope you guys did enjoy this battle. It's definitely worthwhile, and I definitely wanted you guys to see it as well. So, yeah. So, LeeSpeed here, signing out, and I'll see you guys somewhere. All right. Peace out, guys.